I am searching for something. You know what? Evening Star. I think I've used this before, but it's a really good track to use for a tape. Oh God, it's so loud. Let's not use this one then. Let's use a different one. In fact, an index of metals is like dark and evil sounding. Yikes, that might be too evil sounding. I don't know. I want to actually be able to use this as a backdrop. So it kind of has to be a little bit on the tonal side, you know, and not just sound like some sort of discordant horror show kind of thing. So just a super duper simple tape loop. Let's see. Looks like we got nothing in there. So let me think. What can we find? Will this work? Yeah, let's just grab this. That sounds to me like there is our root node. I think that's an E. Choke, die, gag. Okay, so I did like a manual fade out. I'm kind of curious though. I know I've wondered this before. Did my microphone go in because it's all going through my mixer? Hey Chris, what's going on? What's shaking? That's the bottom node. Now I'm kind of curious exactly what it is. It's kind of an F, it says, but it's all over the place. So, you know, who knows? I have no idea. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't really know for sure. Let us kill our buffers. It really doesn't matter because what we can do is just change it to a completely different pitch. And let's dive in. Let's get stuck in on that. Basically going to just check it out first. Oh no, my mixer. Oh no, everything is moved. Oh no, I've forgotten. I've forgotten how to zero everything and prepare. Oh my god. Oh no. Alright, well that one's cool because we're going to use it anyways. But do not want pre-fader on the effects. That would be annoying. Alright. So that top one you hear, that's actually the 7th. So the root is way underneath that. Okay. You know, something I'm going to do before I go any farther is do some quick tuning action here. Okay, C4, you're good, you're fine, you're peachy, you're wonderful. Good job. How about you? Yeah, you're fine. These guys, maybe not so much, though. Yeah. They all kind of goofed up there. Ditto. A little bit goofed up. Hello? Oh, so close. Sure wish this module had a fine tune, but we can get it at least. Pretty freaking close. This thing should not be a problem because that's digital and that's rock solid. This even VCO also very, very rock solid. This guy is like on another friggin' planet. So because I started yanking controls midstream, and it's always a bad idea. That's what happens when you forget to tune shit and it sounds like ass. There we go. Tuning. Tuning complete. Alright, so this is our place. This is our thing right now. This is what we got going on. Now, my super duper easy way to figure out is like take an oscillator that's in C and then just like that sounds like an F to me as well. Cool. So we're in the key of F minor. Yeah, exactly. Better to tune now than look like an idiot because you've done like a whole voice and it just sounds like, you know, the end of the world or something. All right. So there's quarter speed. It's a little bit goofy. Yeah. I think I know my next move. By the way, I think I figured it out. I'm gonna get the black hole out of here, and I'm gonna get an Imitor Versio and another FX aid, and just boost the flexibility. The more I do stuff, the more I think, you know, having like standalone effects units is a lot of coolness. And I was like, man, the Nautilus would be great because, you know, Aurora, Nautilus right next to each other, that'd be cool. But it's a little bit on the big side, and I wouldn't have enough space left over. So then I'm just trading the black hole for like a dedicated delay. That's not really a solution. The solution is to get more capabilities, right? So now I do have an extra 2 HP over here that I could just kind of like conk. So I've got a little bit of expansion room. So I'm still kind of trying to work out the math of the whole thing and see what happens. So, but I think that's probably gonna happen because I don't know. The black hole it's okay. It's all right. But yeah, I was thinking like, hey, the SIG is cool as hell, and like I could ditch a melodizer, and then put one in my other system, which would be kind of nice, and replace it with a SIG, and then I would still have a bunch of space left over for like another thing down here. So many options, many options. Okay, so where are we going here? Let's get a bass drone thing going down here with Mr. Subharmonicon. You know, I enjoyed that, using it as a 3 or 4 or 6 oscillator bass drone, like some ridiculous giant thing. It's quite satisfying. It's quite it sounds quite nice, really. It's very, very nice. So yeah, you can't really see it. It's like, there it is. There it is. So what do we need to do? We need to, first of all, reset all of this shite. We can reset all of our sequencer steps. Reset every everything on here. Hello? Hello? Oh, because I'm not hitting. I'm hitting. I have to get F in my head. There's F. There we go. Got a little growl. Little growly action. You gonna go to the next step, or are you just gonna sit there? That's something funky in there. There we go. Gotta put it on like equal temperament. Otherwise, just intonation, you get some funky stuff going. Be a little bit higher. Wouldn't it be nice if you could randomize the sequencer steps on this? That would be really cool. And very, very useful, I think. Okay. Anyways, alright, so this is the thing. This is doing its thing. Alright. So, a couple of things that it absolutely is going to need. Well, for one thing, it's going to need a clock of some sort. Let's give it a clock. We'll give it a clock with a blue cable. Here's your clock. Or do we need to give it a clock even? I don't even know. Probably not really. But as long as we're here, as long as we're doing it. Cutoff, I'm going to give it to S-sloths. So let's turn it back down a little bit more. And we'll just let it kind of chill down there. All right, in the meantime, we've got this funky weird thing going down, right? I feel like it needs a little bit of a helping hand here in the form of some clues. Some clues. We need to give some clues. No, that's not what I wanted. What I wanted was... okay, so that's first mode, second mode. This is the extended mode, so that's the ollie verb. I think I just want it on just good old happy standard clouds mode. Probably the most universally beloved of all of the modes. There we go. Need that internal reverb to be like cranking pretty good, you know? All right. So, clouds, you know, I look at clouds from both sides now. Let's go a little bit quicker. Into the density. This calls for some filtering. This calls for a celebration. Hey, HR Terror. Mr. Gore, someone's bought a copy of your book. I've completely lost my way with which cables to use to try to keep everything looking similar. It's impossible. I don't have enough. It's terrible. It's awful. Cannot believe it. And there's no solution. Not even buying more cables. It's impossible. There's that guy. He's doing his thing. Now what if we just throw some inertia directly into the CV end of that there filter and just let it kind of chug and chill? The newest thing I've gotten is probably this weirdo here, which is the ADAC 504 probabilistic generator. I've had that about a month now, maybe, something like that. It's weird. It's fun. You throw it a clock and it puts out 4 gates or triggers that are like, essentially, this thing is basically like 4 Turing machines in one. But it works on probability. So like you turn the knob up to 50%, it's going to get triggered 50% of the time. And then number 2 is whatever's left over. So if you put number 2 at 50%, then it's getting 50% of the first 50%. So you get these reduced probabilities as you go down the line. And it's pretty neat. And you can loop it, or you can have it just run free, or it's got a quantizer. It puts out CVs as well for each channel, and it's interesting. This is weird. What is this terrifying shriek that's happening? ADAC systems. It's this little guy right here. That one. This is terrifying. Okay, you know what that is? That's feedback coming from the FX aid. That's not even like part of the patch. Yeah, it's a weird one. I was looking for something to give me like kind of randomized, like low probability gates, essentially. And it certainly did the trick. That was cool. Did you hear that weird pitch drop in there? That was interesting. Yeah, it's neat. It's weird. It's got like a built-in swing clock, and that thing I just don't understand. Like, it doesn't seem like it does what it says it's supposed to. I think in terms of swing for them, what they're basically saying is like you're taking every other clock pulse and you're like delaying it by a little bit, but there's this like XY dimension to it, and I'm like, how you make 2 dimension? 1 dimension, just this way. I don't understand. And I've like tried to play around with it, and like, I got nothing, you know. Okay, so now. Boy, that one's doing it too. All right, so we need to conjure some more voices here, of some sort. Reverb check. Maybe we should actually, let's try this in the sequential, like, high pass. Feels a lot more manageable. Should be getting some slow movement at the very least. But not very much. It's that inertia up here is just like hanging. It's just not doing much. It's like it's sitting around its particle just going like, I want to move. Instead of like doing the full swoopy. Sometimes you get that. Okay. Thing, we're looking for like super duper spacey, like soundscape kind of stuff. Let's try using the probabilistic generator. Let's do that. We're gonna make a really crowded patch here. And I'm gonna use almost every single short yellow cable that I have at my disposal, including the orange ones. Nobody likes the orange one. Who likes orange? Nobody likes orange. The worst color ever. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna take the outputs of all 4 channels of the probabilistic generator here. And we're gonna go into the 4 channels of the T-networks. All right, so we're gonna make a bunch of clicks and blips and weird bloops and stuff like that going down. And then I think I'm also gonna go. I'm gonna take that whole thing. I'm gonna take the master output and go right into the Aurora because it's got that mix out. So rather than doing 4 individuals, that or I can always bridge it through the. I've got that mixer in the center there too. So, but anyways, yeah. So each of these channels also has a CV out, so we can throw that into the CV controls, which basically is pitch, or tuning for each of the little doo-wackies. That guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, and there we go. And now I have a giant wad of cables getting all up in my grill and shit. So let's Let us assemble a... Do I need cables that long? I definitely don't, but, you know, here we are. And we're live. In theory. Okay, first of all, it's on lock. We don't want it on lock. So, first one is doing this. Second one is... That one's weirdly noisy. And then... Man, part of me really actually does want to take all 4 outputs, go into the mixer here, and then individually pan these things. I think that's probably a good idea. God damn it. What a pain in the ass, though. Because now I'm going to have another 4 cables, 5 cables going from place to place. So, oh well, life goes on. Unless it doesn't. And of course, I am out of small yellow cables completely. Boo! Alright, well, life goes on also. Channel 2. Channel 3. Boom. Boom. So we can kind of go like 4 you can't pan, so we'll keep this guy like kind of vaguely to the right here, and then this guy kind of like right center, hard left, and then but then we could do some cool shit with like that kind of thing. Occasionally freezing it might be kind of neat. What's a good way to do that? How about clock divider? We got a clock divider hanging out up here. Just put it on like the divide by 32 point. Yeah, I have two orange cables. You can't even build a voice with 2 cables. Like, come on, man. So you're just in with the yellows. Reverse would be cool. Yeah, there's the win right there. I've been building for about 5 years or so, something like that. So I'm going to add a little bit of swing to the clock here. Whoa. Subharmonicon doing its business. Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna clock it. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Settle down there, dude. Just settle down. Gosh. Not sure I completely 100% like this, but I think what I need to do is just have it like be really, really low probability. Like just every once in a while, it just does a thing, you know, and then occasionally it gets caught in a like a frozen reverb situation. Let's see, we can actually put it through regular reverb after that too. Huh. Not super happy about any of those reverbs. All right, man. Oh, there's the high pass filter. Okay. It's pretty good, but actually could use more time, to be completely honest. There's your winner. All right. All right. So, more stuff. How about the blue voice? A blue voice sounds very, very nice. Here you go. Let's use the thing. Let's use the... Yeah. Stochastic function generator for interesting, weird variations in stuff. Things and whatnot. Things and stuff and whatnot. Keep it nice and analog and basic here. 860 filter. Going into a mono channel. Crazy shit, man. Crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. That's crazy. And then our envelope. Doing its envelope-y thing. Okay, signal in, yes. Should be triggering. Okay. How come you are not, like... It's not behaving like an actual envelope. It's being a little dickhead, and I don't know why. Unlock. It's not looping. Slew is off. Okay, it should just be like getting triggered like an envelope. Okay. That's why. It's because it's on, it's more like it. So, driving this is a melodizer. I just don't have it on loop, so it's just continually generating notes in just an F minor 7 chord. Alright, this calls for some sort of polyphonic patch mayhem going into the R bar, you know, because that seems like that's the way of things lately. So we're gonna be like this, that, like so. Okay, so we got 3 channels, and then essentially what I want to do then is just put 3 different triggers in here from the Turing machine. And then we can take 3 outputs and bring them into the chainsaw. Volt per octave 1, volt per octave 2, volt per octave 3. Now, curiosity's sake, what do we got going on here? Yeah, it's a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, peachy. So that's going to go into yonder R bar. And then we'll record some buffers worth of stuff. Buffer number 2. Change like the order of this. And then I'm going to go another octave up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. I should probably listen to that just in case. In case it's like some horrible thing. Nope, it's good. Alright. So there's that guy. Buffer number 2. I may only do 3 today. I don't know if I'm going to do 6. I only want to go 2 different chords. F minor and C minor, essentially. So then we put it to here, right? And then we just go like there. And then just have it just chug out a C minor chord. About 2 different ones. High, and then I'll tune it back down again. Double check. Yep. Chord. right. And now we cable this motherfucker. And see what we can do with it. You know what would be a good idea? Thinking a good idea would be, all right, first of all, 1, 2, halfway in between those guys. So basically at the end of pink, but I don't want it to go into the next buffers really consistently. I kind of want it to just sort of like every once in a while hit that C minor chord. Because, you know, drama. You don't want to like have a party on the minor 5. We just want to occasionally smell it, and then it goes away. But you know, let's go the Ikari filter because it sounds really awesome, and you know, things that sound awesome are kind of awesome. Tend to like default to like the popple when I use the R bar, but no real reason other than convenience. What we got here? Nothing. We ain't got shit. That's what. Okay, now, there's no spray. Then, of course, we're going to give this motherfucker some sloths action. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, way too far, dude. Just, like, way too far there. So we're going to have to attenuate sloths just a lot. But now you do nothing? You know, this is... Let's just use the other one. Goes into here. There's a nice attenuator for you. There you go. Okay. Boost the internal reverb. And then... We can give this a lot of gain, too, which is what I love about this filter. Like, it overdrives... real nice. And then some resonance on top of that, and it's like... Naughty! Naughty! Second peak from the high pass coming. Yeah, I mean, this thing is, it almost acts like it's circuit bent or something. This is the Bastel Ikari filter, and it's real nice. But just as a buttery smooth regular old filter too, it's real nice. It's real nice. Maybe a little bit of resonance would be good. Yeah, it is stereo. And it's got a built-in VCA,
which I don't use very often because it's... But you've got volt per octave CV and a mod input, and it's got a built-in like envelope follower, which is not super useful for shit like this. So if I turn the mod up all the way, it's just sensing volume inconsistencies, and so it's kicking in like the envelope follower, and you can adjust the input level to like suit where you want that to happen. So if I turn it down more, you don't get nearly as many brightness pops, you know? So if you get it to like where the light is just starting to pop in, and you can put it on slow, medium, and fast. This is slow. Here's fast. Or medium. Yeah, it's really, really nice. The other one that I enjoy using for the R-bar, and again, I almost always default to the Popple, but I have this supercritical neutron filter in here too, and this is super, super nice too. It's just, you know, they're both like super different. The Ikari is way cheaper, that's for damn sure. This one's got a nice drive on it too. And then you can actually long press and give yourself an extra 20 dB of gain. Totally different character. It's got a sweepable low pass to high pass like function sort of thing. But it's also got 5 different models. So like right now it's on the fat, which is kind of like a Moog style ladder. This is crisp, and then each model has 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8 pole filters. So like it'll go, you know, 6 dB to 48 dB per octave. Like that's nuts. So there's four pole. This is the what do they call this one? Liquid filter. Supercritical neutron. They're the ones that make that like swarm VCO, or one of them, I should say. I'll tell you what. I'm sort of tempted. What happens if we just pull one of these? Oh, yeah. It doesn't work that way, unfortunately. I would need to duplicate that. Nah, I don't know. I have the 100 grit here, too. Of course, it's, you know, chock full of distortion potential. But this is fine. This is nice. This is good. We need to throw it some movement, though, because, you know, what the hell? How about a really, really slow bipolar smooth random from the Maestro? Seems like a good idea. A good idea is a good idea. Now this is your thing now? You're just gonna disappear? You're just gonna disappear? Forever? You bastard. Needs more gain though. Yeah. Just on the edge of breaking up. And here we have everything so far. I've got kind of a collection of stereo filters here. So besides those two, I have the Popple, which is a nice. That's a mutable instruments clone. I have the Zagreb. Just put it in H filter, and then I have the Morpheus. So I got options for stereo filtering, which is kind of cool. So I'm still thinking about subbing out a VCO, probably my basic VCO here, and putting in a Bastel pizza, getting a little wave shaping or a wave, you know what I mean. Wavetable. My brain blanked. I'm really not hearing much subharmonicon though. This is sort of the problem here. Did you see that, by the way? The C chord's playing while the C played in the bass. We could bring marbles into this shit, too. Give marbles like a full-on jittery psycho clock. And then just fudge rate a little bit. And then here's what we do, right? Here's what we do, right? We take one of these his channels, right? Take one of the T channels, and we put it in the... Where is it? Play. In the play control here. So that way it just kind of randomly starts and stops. Just get some nice occasional bass doing its thing. Marbles is really nice for that. I've thought about getting rid of my big marbles and putting two minis in its place. Having two of them, like, side by side. Like, there's a lot of cool shit you can do with that. And then you could, like, okay, clock into marbles, and then you could clock divide and send a divided clock into the other marbles and have them, like... interesting potential. Need more delay time. Yeah, like that. Is that my Patatron right? Yeah, it is. This glowy cable right here, that's the clouds into rings. No! You'll break the universe. Plus my clouds is already being used, so sorry. It is. I like rings. Rings is nice. God, I was on the Qubit website. Because I was like, Nautilus, huh? How big is it? Let's look into it and see. I'm going to have to factor in the 2 HP here. And see if maybe I can't swing that. Because that'd be dank. A Nautilus and then a second or a third FX8. Get another black one, of course, because you got to alternate. Either that or, like I was saying, the Imitor Versio. Noise engineering, because then you could just like change it into a Desmodus or change it into a... There's 3 or 4 now on the Versio platform that you can just sub out the firmware, turn it into like a granular processor and shit. It's really, really cool. And they're all digital, and I don't care. Because to get a decent sounding good tape delay is going to take like chonk, get a magneto and take up all of that space. Fuck that. It's too much space. first. Tape loop. That. Oh, it's in there, I guess. Kind of depends on what Clouds is doing. Whether that's going to actually kick in or not. And then this filter, too.
Zagreb! Just put it in H!
I'm thinking we need another voice. Or 2. Or 3. Yeah, let's fire up a Turing machine voice here. Alright, so that guy, go into the Bard Quartet. But I want to trigger a rare pulse, like the 4+7 one. And then let's put this on like 3 bits so that that's going to be even more rare. Alright, and then this guy's going into... He's the CSL. That seems like a good idea. Could it be we're going to actually use a VCA? It's two. Okay, so one like so. Love that random pitch drop. What is the deal with that, anyways? That's really weird. Let's go sine wave, actually. It's tweaking my OCD. Cable inside cable. Alright, and one more of these. Same kind of thing over here. F, A flat, B flat, C, E flat. But we're gonna turn rest up to like all. Let's turn off the link there. Alright. Really? This is all we have is gigantic cables? Son of a bitch. Let's rethink this then. Let's use green cables. Besides, I've already got white going, so... I'm making a valiant attempt here to color code each voice. But I don't quite have enough cables. Second sine wave here. Oh. Ha ha ha. That guy was on pre-fader listed on the effects. Okay, so I'm going to kind of like, I don't know, vaguely create a pseudo performance here. And yeah. I always like these little individual plucky guys. A little bit more rest, actually. Dry wet control. That's a good idea. Somebody'd like to explain to me why I didn't put the bass to a chorus. Subharmonicon coming in angry there. Alright, I am off for the evening. Hope you enjoyed that blob of channeling the not dead yet spirit of Brian Eno or something. I don't know. I really dig that shit. I'm, you know, how those guys did that stuff in the 70s with like a guitar and 2 tape recorders and like a VCS3. You know. But now I can do it in the box, which is really, really fun. So, anyways, yeah, I may be back tomorrow. All depends on how the day goes and stuff, but it seems like probably, I'd say there's probably about a 60-70 chance of that. Let's just leave it there. So, have a peaceful evening, and